Thing was right protected. Anyway, hey, another day here at the tower, Tower of Power. Everything plugged in correctly? Okay. Sometimes I don't even know. Yeah, sunglasses. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. Enough chaos for you? Is there enough chaos in your life right now? In this chaotic city, in this chaotic time, in this chaotic country? How you doing with that? How's all the chaos? How's it working out for you? So I've been trying to profit from chaos. These mood swings in the market. Hold on. You're not supposed to do that in a beer commercial. Yeah. Trying to find. I'm not trying to find order in chaos. I'm trying to go with the chaos. I think things are really chaotic all over the place right now. Everybody's in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood like all the time. I don't like being in a bad mood. I'm very sorry about. I apologize for my bad mood. I mean, and that sounds like there should be like a but behind it. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be sincere in some way, but I know that politics has affected my life. I know it's affected my relationship with many people that I used to call friends. Money also. I talked about that the other day, how ego and vanity and money and fame and politics has completely turned everyone I know inside out. They might say the same thing about me, but honestly, well, anyway, I'm not pointing the gun at me. I'm going to point at them, not a gun per se, like a finger. I know it's like, oh, well, when you point your finger, you got three pointing back at you. Yeah, I get it. I get that old joke, that old thing. But and truth be told, it is problematic. It is something to behold, and it's sad. I mean, I'm going through this whole process of really hating all my ex-girlfriends right now. I hate them all right now, and I was a good dude to them. I was really. I was going through a lot of stuff. I've always been going through a rough patch. The rough patch really never ended. Maybe there's spots that are better. But you know what? I was an excellent boyfriend. And screw you guys for really making me feel like I never laid a hand on any of them. I never took anything from them. I never robbed them. I never did anything like, and I had my moments, but definitely because I was impacted. My death of my mother, death of my father, and also just trying to make your way out into this world, and it's not easy to go through it alone, and at the same time, that things change sometimes, and I'm mad. I'm mad that sorry, it's a commercial. I'm mad because same reason I'm mad at my family. No one looks in on me. After you're with some of these people for years, and they don't even want to even take a look. And I'm not. It's just to say, hey, are you all right, man? Are you okay? You know, and forget it. They don't care. Women just don't care, which is sad to me. That they just have this. That's my phone. I'm not farting. That's just the sound. It's called squeeze, but it sounds like a fart. Hold on. Who's texting me now? This is why I don't have the. Oh, okay. Sorry. It's a gallery opening from a friend of mine. Um, that of all the trouble, of all the meals I bought, all every ounce of every penny that I dropped on them. I mean, I'd be a rich man if I didn't have those women in my life. But and it's just that they're so ungrateful, really, really ungrateful, and it really hit me last night. I had a couple of drinks, and I was just like, you know what? These women are really just like, I deserve to be looked in on once in a while. Get me a sandwich and at least see if I'm okay. These people don't even care if I'm okay or not. Literally. And you want to blame here. You want to say that I broke up with them, they broke up with me. But it doesn't matter who broke up with who. Honestly, at this point, it's been so long and so many years that what does it really matter? Just being, it's amazing how life is this way that you can literally sleep with someone, have intercourse with them for years. You've seen, you know, you've seen almost every nook and cranny of their body. You've laughed together, you traveled together, you ate together, and then one day it's all gone, as if it never happened. Like these relationships are like dreams. It's just like you wake up and it's like it never existed, and it's crazy that that's how life is. That like one day, and then you'll never speak to them ever again. I think it's horrific. I'm only like friends with one ex right now. It's complicated though, but it's okay. It's just it's okay. We were together. We had a massive falling out, and then we kind of reworked the friendship because we do art together on some projects, and those pieces are actually very good. When we work together on art, we collaborate on pieces, and those pieces are actually quite excellent when we work together. So we kind of had to put a lot of differences aside, be like, okay, well, you're you, I'm me, but your art and my art together actually is like cookies and cream. We're not cookies and cream, but it's just one of those things. You don't really have to. You don't have to actually get along with the person to work well together with a person. That's one thing I've tried to like teach people still. I think people forgot that a lot of the famous bands, a lot of people, in these or comedy teams or whatever television shows, a lot of people could not stand each other, but they worked well together. And people have forgotten. It's like everyone is so interested in just getting along and agreeing on everything, and then they think that they agree on everything that somehow it's going to be funnier or better. And the thing is, conflict is what makes things good. That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea of even of a plot, in a movie or something. It's just like, yeah, this things happen. It's not just like everyone just getting along and everything's fine. Conflict is the nature of drama. And it's not like you have to hate people in order to work well with them, but listen, maybe, like you guys, you guys can't agree on anything. But when you work together on a single thing and then back and forth, is actually healthy because it sharpens the ideas, because maybe your idea is not as good as you think it is. And I've had that happen many times, that like I've had an idea that I think is really good, and then when you talk to like 3 or 4 people, I collaborated a lot with my old sketch group, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is actually funnier once I brought it to the table, and then you argue, and then and it's like, wow, I'm glad you're grateful for the argument. You're happy that something, that there was a spark, and you need that spark. And yeah, and then I don't know where I'm going with any of this. Just saying that, I just, it's like, what happened to all of you? What happened? What happened? Leave me some. Like, what happened to you? That's why I want to have every ex-girlfriend, every friend. What the hell happened to you? It used to be cool, man. What happened? It's like, and then I don't know. They all got big on me, I guess. I don't know. Then they were like, well, what about you? What about you? What did you do? And I'm like, we don't have to talk about me. I could just judge them from where I am right now. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to ramble too much, but yeah, try to, whoever, whatever. If you, I don't know if anybody watches any of this stuff, but if you are, just try your best to work things out with people, even if you don't agree with them at all, and don't dismiss someone. Don't not work with someone or not hire someone because you don't agree with their politics, or something like that. You could be friends with people and do good things and totally disagree on everything in the social order of America. But if you're talented and they're talented, and you can augment those talents, that's more important than name calling and just taking the easy road. I'm like, like, oh, I like music, you like music, oh, it's great, let's be friends forever. It's like, no, you don't learn anything. How are you gonna learn if you don't fight? Anyway,